I see way too many poorly designed Facebook and Instagram ads that are just telling people to schedule a free consultation to learn more about building their dream home. So I wanted to make a little video going over a few ads that I've seen from the Meta ad library that I liked, what I liked about them, what I think makes up a good Facebook or Instagram ad for a custom home builder. And I also wanted to share this extensive guide that I found a long while ago that looks like it's still getting updated. And I'll share the link to this guide, but I just wanted to share a couple notes on it as well. And yeah, so in general, my thought about advertising on Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram, um, my thought is that you want to have a solid marketing foundation set up, and you want to be, it's not the first thing that you want to be trying. So maybe try, like, you set up your Google business profile. Maybe you've tried buying leads outright before. You obviously want to have a solid brand, a website, referral systems, and you also want a welcome series, like an email welcome series when someone first opts into one of your ads or something like that. So you want this solid foundation before you even really consider doing meta ads in general at all. And then when you actually decide to do meta ads, you want to think about the platform and the people on there. It's cold traffic and a very visual platform. So you want to test a lot of different creative and a lot of different images or videos and text to find, what's really works the best. You want to put a lot of effort into that. And you also want to put a lot of effort into a offer that people can instantly get a whole ton of value from, that they don't have to put up a lot of work. So just making an offer about, the final end thing that they want, like a beautiful custom home, isn't going to be the best approach because this traffic is cold. And then once you have that great lead magnet, you want to be able to nurture them. So you want some sort of automation that follows up with them, and you want, a good newsletter and ways that you're keeping people in the loop. So you can focus on the top of the funnel for this ad channel and then keep them in the funnel and keep them engaged, and don't lose them to another builder that does that better. So yeah, not the first thing to do. You want a solid marketing foundation with some automations already working, highly creative, highly visual, and an intro offer. Something that isn't just schedule a consultation with us or get on a sales call. So I'll add a little bit more about this guide towards the end of the video, but I wanted to share a few ads and what I thought really works well about them. So here's one by 10x Builders. This one I really liked because of this. This is a great offer, an intro offer just to get somebody to opt in. So I went in and downloaded this guide. You had to enter your email address to get the guide. I gave him my email address. I gave him my phone number as well. I haven't gotten a follow-up email or a text or a call or anything, which that's one thing that's huge. Everybody says this, like, speed to lead is super important, especially with cold traffic. If you can follow up with a lead, even if it's just an automated text or email within the first 2 minutes, it's going to massively increase their chances of continuing to engage with you. In a lot of industries, there's a pretty high bar for the intro offer, or the lead magnet that you're going to offer people, like especially cold traffic. So you've probably experienced a lot of companies like mine or just generic marketing companies. They can provide you a lot of value for free. Probably when you come to their website, they're going to have things like what I'm sharing and just things to download, maybe tools like marketing ROI, investment trackers, great spreadsheet templates. That's a really high bar for intro offers. But home building, it's a pretty low bar for providing value upfront. You can still get away with just a regular PDF, sharing some information, probably 5 years from now, 3 years maybe from now, depending, it's going to be a lot harder to provide great value, but you can still just make a PDF. I went through and read this PDF. It actually provides solid information that is specific to this market, which is important, things that people can't find by Googling or looking up another blog post. So Yeah, there's some solid value. And I focus on that because I think a lot of the time, especially agencies will just say, we just need something to offer them to get them to give us their email address. But really, like, it's a step-by-step process. You need their email address so they get in the funnel so you can build trust. But the bottom line is to build trust so that they get onto a sales call. So if the thing that you offer them is just crap, it's not going to do its job. It's not going to build trust. So like, marketing agency will commonly be like, yeah, this is good enough. Look how many email addresses we got you. These are qualified people. They aren't bots, etc. But they won't maybe pay a great designer or spend a whole bunch of time thinking about the actual content of the thing that they're offering. So, a year from now, it won't be as effective as if somebody gets this great guide and they are thinking about you while they're planning that custom home over a year. Okay, so I wanted to share this because I thought it was really cool how much value they provided right off the bat in this ad. So it's a great hook as well. Are you considering building a custom home but don't know how to start looking for land? So they said, here's our ideal client persona. And here's a single one of their problems. You don't know how to start looking for land. And this is a great way to call out people in meta ads. You just say, here's the person and here's your pain point. Like, is this you and is this your pain point? One great place to learn about ads is $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozy, that book. And in it, he said he would run ads that were just like a local landmark. This was for launching gyms. He would just say, like, it would be a picture of a local landmark. And then it would be like this exact person in this exact location with this exact pain point. And I'm paraphrasing, but I'm pretty sure that's basically what he said. And it would be like all caps. But this was like a decade ago on Facebook ads. So just call out the people though. Call out your exact person. First line. And it's worth noting that this is cold traffic. So your first goal is to get them to stop scrolling, get the right person to stop scrolling. Then your next goal is to get them to take the next step, which is not booking a call. It's just, in this case, clicking this video. So they just said, in this video, here's what you get if you just click on this. And then hopefully they'll watch this video and then follow the link to download the lead magnet. So I'm gonna turn it down a bit, but
Welcome to
I want to play this video because it's interesting what they say first.
Welcome to Home Building Tips, brought to you by Adair Homes. Today's topic is finding buildable land. If you are considering on-your-lot construction or building a custom home, you're probably also wondering, how do I start looking for land? And what am I even looking for? Hunting for land can feel overwhelming at first, but by the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge needed to get started on this important.
So I wanted to share that because I feel like they could have just said right off the first, whatever that was, 5 to 8 seconds, hunting for land can feel overwhelming at first. In this video, you will get this. I think those first few seconds are extremely important. So that little hook right there, I feel like this is just, a lot of videos do this too, and they just kind of start off with housekeeping.
Welcome to Home Building Tips, brought to you by Adair Homes.
Like
Today's topic is
like when you're watching my video, I know that you don't really care that much who it's coming from, especially at first. I'm not going to ever even talk about myself in this entire video. I'm not going to mention my company or anything. And this is just an organic video. Like a paid video, especially, it's like, start like this, exactly like this, But otherwise, I thought this was really cool. And it's amazing that they're just providing as much value as possible right up front. And that's so worth learning from, because so often we just want to do a highlight reel of the coolest home, the coolest drone shot, or whatever sunset shot that we have, and then book a sales call. So I went and downloaded. They also have a bunch of other lead magnets. AdairHomes.com if you want to check it out. There are a ton of places to opt in, chat, have questions, ask us up here. As far as landing pages go, a lot of landing pages won't have this top menu. The lead magnet looks great too. I didn't read it that closely. I also gave them my phone number and email address, and I haven't heard anything over, I think, an hour or two ago. Yeah, another lead magnet landing page of theirs. I mean, that's just amazing. Oh, the other thing was in this video, it sounds like they're doing a lot of these. So this was posted on October 15th last year. I bet they ran a lot of different ones, and just this one is the best one that's been performing the best. So let's see. This I also wanted to share. This is America's Home Place, always worth studying what the biggest companies are doing. This is a little bit different of a hook. So they also have different versions of the video and different sizes. So this first little bit really is a lot more engaging, I think.
Building your custom home is now easier than ever. And with America's Home Place, we can show you how. During our 50 years as a custom home builder, we've built...
So like who, building your custom home, and then I guess pain point kind of is now easier. And then here's what you get. We can show you how. And then instant proof, like with our 50 years. So that's very well thought out. And that's all within like 6 seconds or something like that. So just that those first less than 10 seconds of the video are extremely important. Interesting that how short this text is right here. And I think this is a bottom of funnel ad. So that's also interesting. That's not what I would do, but they're America's Home Place. So I'm sure they have very smart people working on this. The last thing was retargeting. So this one I wanted to share because they're obviously targeting people that have already engaged with their ad or their profile, or maybe engaged with their pixel, which tracks who goes onto their website from Facebook or Instagram. So they said, are you still undecided on building a home with us? We missed you, and then learn more. So they're obviously just retargeting people, just trying to get them re-engaged. And I think that's another great use case for Facebook and Instagram ads. You know, I like these lead magnets or assets that people can get in exchange for their contact information. That's where I would start, and that's where I would test. And most people, all of their spend can just go into this top of funnel type thing. But I think then the next thing you would do is try to retarget people that watched part of the video and maybe clicked away, or maybe retarget the crap out of people that actually downloaded the lead magnet. Then this guide. So I wanted to share this because it's extremely extensive. Like, look at this teeny little scroll bar. I don't know if you can see that. It's just so massive. And there is some great, just practical, tactical information on exactly how to create a campaign, how to set up the ads inside your account. And it's also geared for AEC, architecture, engineering, and contractors. So I think that's nice. I have had 2 sales calls with this company before. I forget the name actually. IPQ Media, I think. I've had 2 sales calls with them. They seem like a good company, and they seem like they're making real results for people. So nothing bad to say about this company. I just haven't ended up working with them. I probably will in the future. But I would take this, you know, this is made for this niche. But some of the diagrams in here I noticed were kind of industry agnostic. Let's see, I would never put on cold calling on B2C new home sales. But, you know, this guy definitely knows way more than me about Facebook and Instagram ads. Just I noticed that. And then there was another thing that I noticed that was like clearly, oh, this is cool. Facebook ads ROI tracker spreadsheet. I mean, that's just worth just looking at and following the link for that. And I'll share the link to this in my blog post at the bottom of the blog post. Lots of great information, easy to read, very, very nicely written, a good kind of entertaining read. Let's see. Well, I'm not finding it right now. Oh, this is it. Yeah. So this is definitely a kind of industry agnostic type deal where there's a community. The appointment setter would be kind of your online sales counselor, but Community is something that's more like education offers or maybe B2B offers. And he's talking about a community as in like you join an online chat room and you all have meetings or share resources and things like that, like Builder 20 Club type deal, which that's not really something you would do to sell new homes. So yeah, tons of great information, but probably don't want to follow this funnel exactly. Yeah, I just wanted to add that disclaimer because I didn't make this. I didn't completely go through this with a fine-tooth comb, etc. But still tons of useful stuff in it. All right. I hope this was helpful, insightful. It's always cool to see what other builders are doing. Use this Facebook ads library. Look through what the biggest builders are doing. Take those ideas, run with them. Hopefully it helps you run a better business.